It's a process in my faith, nothing is a waste. An opportunity to grow in my faith. Wanna be on a righteous path for his name's sake. I have my shortcomings, but I know what you're doing, Lord. Hi, welcome to Trace.e Music. This evening's video is going to be a little bit of a different setup. As you can see by the title, we're going to discuss perfectionism as an artist. And it's just going to be a sit down with you all. As I told you all before, I'm a beginner in music with no music background at all. Just listening to a lot of music when I was growing up. I didn't grow up in a music family. If anything, I'm like the scapegoat. Is that the correct term to use? In the family. I'm just a unique unicorn. That's a better phrasing of it. Of someone interested in doing music. And sometimes it happens like that. As I briefly mentioned, I heard my uncle and my brother did poetry, but nothing really in music, putting songs together or anything like that. I didn't grow up around instruments either. My mom just introduced us to her favorite artists and music as we were growing up. And that's how I came to know most of the artists that I know today. The only connection I had with music growing up is I tried to learn music by joining a choir and also by joining band. And I was in choir and band for one semester, I believe, in high school. I didn't do it all throughout high school, just for one semester, I believe, if I can remember. And the instrument that I chose to learn how to play in band, is the piano, because I believe the piano is the basics and foundations of music. And through that, you can learn other instruments as well. So I chose piano, but I was never really taught piano. The band director, I felt like when I was in band, he spent more time on the students who were more familiar with their instruments and how to use them than the ones that didn't. And there was also sections in band, and I feel like the time he spent in each section wasn't really enough. So I didn't really grasp the concepts of the theories of piano and learning how to play piano. At that time, I didn't really understand it at all. I was just getting through it. Maybe I should have stayed after school for help if I was seriously considering it at the time, to go in to ask questions about it. And maybe I would have learned up until now and it would be a different story. But I'm picking up piano right now. Right now it's on pause because I'm learning how to do it online. And I use Simply Piano, but right now with how things are right now, it's been on pause. God willing, I'll pick it up again. Because in order to learn piano, you have to practice songs. That's the best way, I believe, to learn piano. I'm also trying to learn, as you can see, guitar as well, and that's also been on pause. I don't know if you saw in the intro video, one of the strings came off, so I have to go to Guitar Center to get some new strings. Guitar has also been on pause as well, and I've been learning how to use guitar online. And I also use Simply Guitar as well. And it's been on pause as well. But God willing, I pray, God willing, that I'll resume them later on. These are musts to do because you have to learn instruments to know how to produce music, to use your DAW. you need to learn. You can't get past music theory. You can't get past not knowing any instruments. And that's what I'm trying to do. Another thing I considered too, God willing, by next year, I want to go into school for music production. This is also what would help me significantly to expedite me in creating music. But I didn't come from a major in music, so I don't know how that's going to work. Comment down below if you've majored in music production or something that you want to do, the steps in order to do that. If you're not coming from a major in music. But telling you all these things because it has to do with, it all ties into what I'm going to discuss right now, which is dealing with perfectionism as an artist. I'm not a perfectionist. I'm more towards the lines of just putting out something decent. But I do need to do more with taking my time to put out the best that I can and not just being quick to release something. Because I do have to give my best to the King, to give my best to God. I do have to honor God with the gifts He has given me to give it back to Him for His glory. So it has to be the best that it can be. That's where my issue lies in. But I think this fear of being quick to release music is coming from how I didn't discover these gifts until now. In God's timing, it was revealed to me. I didn't really have these gifts and talents at a younger age. You know, that being young and famous and the kid star. I'm a Christian, so the reason why I do music is not for myself. It's not for the fame. It's not for money, but to share the gospel through which people will be saved. To share my gospel through my music so that one might be saved. That's the reason. And God will provide everything. I'm also grateful for how God led me in music, because if it had gone another way, I wouldn't be here where I am today. And I thank God for that too, because there are things that I avoided. I've heard stories of kid stars and kid musicians, and it's really not the best. So I thank God that I've come to know Him and that through that glorify Him in my music and going on that route than me not knowing before and being worldly. So I thank God for how He led me into this music thing and revealed it in His own timing. I've heard things about perfectionism and the discussions around perfectionism. And what I've been hearing is that it's not good to have, obviously. It takes time, and if you keep at it, you're going to end up not releasing anything or putting out anything for the world to hear. It delays. If you're a Christian, you know that perfectionism is a sin. Even in our walk with God, the salvation of our souls, in our salvation, it takes away and it hinders from you seeing what God is doing through you. And the Bible says all such boasting is sin. And when you're perfectionist, most likely you're relying upon yourself. It's easy to get into that boasting attitude. That is by your own efforts and not being open to receive the good gifts of God, which is sin. So perfectionism is not a good thing to have. And I know some people struggle with it. It is a struggle. But these are the reasons why I'm not ashamed to say I'm not a perfectionist. And I feel like that's an expectation for a musician, for an artist nowadays. It's like if you're not a perfectionist, you're not in the club. Because I've been noticing this common theme among artists with the struggles with perfectionism. And I feel like I'm not. I must be doing something wrong in music. Feeling guilty. But I shouldn't feel that way. Perfectionism is not a good thing to have. Yes, you want to put out the best you can, but perfectionism isn't a thing to have. On this channel, as I said before, I want to show you my journey as an artist. The struggles, good music, quote unquote bad. The beginnings of me as an artist, just trying to figure it out. What works and what doesn't. And feedback. Just me trying to figure it out. Some artists won't show you their beginnings because of the fear of judgment. But I feel that encourages up-and-coming artists more to see your journey as an artist. Because I always wondered how the artists who I follow, how they started. And it was kind of hard to stay motivated because I didn't see their beginning work. I was just trying to figure it out. Not saying everybody's music journey is going to be the same, but I feel like it would have helped me if they were transparent about their beginning music journeys. This is what I want to be for you all, that anyone can start in music if you believe you have this gift, or it's just something that you're interested in. I don't have any tips in regards to overcoming perfectionism as an artist, but I'm here talking to the beginner artist, the beginner in music as a beginner, that you shouldn't feel ashamed to release your music. You shouldn't be ashamed that you're not a perfectionist or releasing music in your early days, releasing music as a beginner, because you don't know who it will help. I was trying to find that person for me, and I didn't really find it. And I want to be that for you all. I didn't find that person. I want to be that person for you all. Try my best to be. I also want to ask, for those of you artists watching, up-and-coming artists watching, how do you judge that what you're working on, your project, what you're working on, your music project, is not the best that you can do? It's not the best that you can do. Like not releasing something too quick or putting something out there that's not to the par. But at the same time, not expecting everything to be perfect. Like putting out something decent. This is what I struggle with. If you can comment down below with any tips, that will be lovely. Well, that's all about me, getting to know me as an artist. Stay tuned in the next one.
Growth, growth, you should grow. Growth, growth, you should grow. Don't stay stagnant, don't stay lukewarm. By God's grace, reach maturity.